Yes, I think it's a very apt topic, and given the 98 day and elevate the word itself, the whole purpose of group consciousness to an individual consciousness is simple, right? I mean, instead of I, me, we go towards we, ours, and we are trying to elevate just not ourselves, but the entire group to a higher level, right? Which is where I think the entire program, the name of the program that you're doing for 111 days itself is it's coincidentally matches with the topic that we are talking about today, which is elevate. How do we elevate just not ourselves, but people around us and take them along with us to a higher state, working together, uh, using our strengths and naturally eliminating our weaknesses as we go from there. And that is one of the big weaknesses generally we have when we all do together or individually is all about I, me, that ego. And as you grew and as a group, when you try to eliminate each other's ego, that's when as a group you are able to take them. I think there was a great saying or a story about heaven and hell. I think somebody goes in and they see that everybody has a huge, long spoon in their hands, and that's the only way you can eat it. And the guy goes to the hell, and everybody is like slim. They are not eaten food for days because the spoon is so big that they are not able to feed themselves with that food, and people are not able to survive because of it, and they have become very, very weak. Then he goes to heaven, and everybody is happy, everybody is hunky dory. They are like all happily working with each other, and he's like, "How is it possible? Because both have the exact same thing, and both have a big, big spoons. But how is it that people in heaven are healthy and great, but people in hell are not?" He said, "Yeah, because people in hell were all thinking about themselves, and they kept trying to feed with their long spoon, which they could not. But look at the people in the heaven. Each one is feeding the other person using the long spoon instead of feeding himself. And that's the reason why everybody is able to feed each other. Everybody is happy. And also, as a group, they are together instead of fighting with each other out. Right? So that's the crux of it, right? That tells you beautifully how this, group consciousness work. Like, how do you help as a group work towards a single vision and a goal? And nothing better about group consciousness and working towards a larger goal than the pyramid. See, currently, if you ask anybody in this project management or a leadership role, they will tell you that everybody in the program should know about the larger goal that we are working towards. Right? That's the mantra that's a PM or a project management mantra we always hear. What is the reason behind it? That they will say the guy who's putting a bolt or a nut in a Boeing 777 should know where this bolt is going to be, because tomorrow, if he does not do a good job, the entire placing of a wrong bolt or placing a bolt in the wrong way can destroy the entire plane, kill so many people. They are trying to build that group consciousness. They're just trying to make sure that everybody around them and everybody together are focused on the larger goal, even though they are doing a very small work, which is putting a bolt in the window or in the doors or wherever. Now go back 15, 20,000 years and imagine hundreds and thousands of people working to build Pyramid of Giza. I'm sure the king or the project manager at that point in time was not waving off the shape of a pyramid everywhere, telling them, "Oh, by the way, you're trying to build this pyramid for it's called Pyramid of." Nobody is doing that. Then how did they even work towards a larger goal? I get it. Some of them are slaves or whatnot, and but still, if the group consciousness, because we have seen so much of stories in the world where project starts, it takes years and years and years and never gets completed. But here, they did not just build one pyramid, they built many pyramids over a period of time. So, how did they make all those hundreds and thousands of people move heavy, like multi tons brick up the pyramid, the animals and everybody coming in? That's because even though they're not showing what they are building, somehow the energy of the pyramid is helping them to go towards a group consciousness. It's helping them to be what they are and trying to build the larger goal. And best example that we see in a day-to-day basis, but we never focus on it, is ants. If you think from a larger scheme of things, ants are so small that you can't even see it. Each ant carries 10 times its body weight, not one, not two, 10 times its body weight, trying to do what they're trying to do. But if you look at the larger scheme of things, millions of ants together, they build that big ant hole and place and the food, everything they're trying to build in. But individually, if you think about it, no ant is talking to each other. There's no chai pe charcha, right? That somebody is sitting there in the corner, 10 ants are sitting together having a conversation on what's the big strategy. There's nothing like that. If you see ants, they keep working. They keep working. Nobody sits idle. Not a single ant. You will sit there fine, sitting idle and doing nothing, unless and until it's about to, the age and whatnot has caught on. You will not see a single ant doing it. So that is the true group consciousness which is running through internally. And for us as a meditators, meditation is one great approach to bring that group consciousness with us. And why did I bring the pyramid and Pyramid of Giza being built? Because we are building a pyramid in Dallas as well. Now I know we don't talk about it. There's a structure and a map and all that just going on the side. But the amount of energy and amount of support that we get consciously makes it work faster. And also, as a team within North America and everywhere else, from being I, me, to move towards ours and we as meditators. And as Subhash Patriji said, we call that pyramid as alpha. Why? Because alpha is a first state of understanding the truth that death will happen. That's a truth. I am not this body. That's the first step of the truth. And the second step of truth, or the ultimate state of truth, is Omega, which is I am the entire world. I am the entire universe. I am everybody. So that's a consciousness that we need to build. And naturally, everybody is not at the same level. That's why we need the group consciousness and group session so that we can help everybody to elevate from one all the way up. And when you think about group elevation and energy and other details, it's critical that it's not just about like the sessions like these, but also having multiple sessions where everybody, like here, we have 30, 40 people coming and having and joining the sessions and early in the morning, and we all meditate, but also helping each one of you going and helping three more people outside. As they say, if we have thousand enlightened people in this entire universe on the world, that completely changes the vibrations of this entire world. Now we will think that's not possible, but think about it. When we talk about all that yugas of Indian mythology and saying, hey, there's a Satyuga and there's something else, and then we have Kalyuga. It's not that people were different. People were, you know, coming from heaven or whatnot. Everybody was exactly same. The only thing was the number of people vibrating at a higher consciousness levels and number of people who were willing to take other people and vibrate at the same level were way much higher. That's why it was Satyuga, which is everybody was happy, everybody was self-conscious, everybody was, enlightened, and there was a peace in the world. There was no fighting, there was no wars. But now we see so much of fighting, so much of corruption, so much of tensions, because more and more people are dropping away from consciousness state into more of a self and ego state. And as meditators that we are here, our responsibility is very, very critical that we, yes, we have to enlighten ourselves or take us, elevate ourselves to the next level. But how do we look at the entire world? And how do I help the entire world elevate to the next level? And you might think that what we do is as very small, just like an ant. Even though we all combine together, we might be doing a very small work just like an ant. But the consciousness and the big goal that we are looking at is a big, the hill or the global consciousness, global peace. That's the larger goal. But individually, you might be just a small, small ant working and picking up ten times the body weight of a sugar cube or something else and putting it inside the ant hole. But that is the big change that we are going to bring in. And when we do our meditation, like today, when we do, I think somewhere we should also put a prayer for all of us together towards the greatest peace of the world and greater consciousness to bring everybody together. That's very important. And one thing that we wanted to talk about, I think we have to, at least I wanted to talk about, is 21st of December, which is this coming month, is a World Meditation Day. UN designated World Meditation Day. On that day, we are doing a global, that's one of the one step that we are trying to take and see how it works. We want to conduct a synchronous meditation across the globe, especially in US, because 50 states combined, we have not, has not been any synchronous meditation across 50 states. We want to bring that um, synchronous meditation across 50 states. And then we also want to make sure that we are doing across the globe the synchronous meditation. And I invite all of you to join us during the December 21st event. If you are in Dallas, be in person. If you're not in Dallas, you can join us in Zoom. But that is first or the small step that we would take towards building a group consciousness for the world and towards unity, towards, little world peace, and also globally, how do I elevate our consciousness to a group consciousness level, bring everybody to the level of, same level of thinking and vibration in this world. So that's the idea. I know I'm not sure how much time do I have, taken 15 minutes, but Sonaji, let me know.
Yes, yes. No, you are good on time, and this is very, very powerful what you just said about turning the me into we. Just you turn the M upside down, it becomes a we.
Yep.
But just the very essence of doing that is not easy, and that's why you need to have this group meditation
Yes.
and how around when you look at um, creation, except humans, if you look at anything like even as tiny as ants, they work in synchronicity, and same with birds. They fly
Yes.
in the sky, they all take turns, but they're all in that V shape. It just
Yes.
amazes me when I look up in the sky and I see that. So yeah, we need to create that and bring that about. And the only way to do that is to elevate our own consciousness and
Yes.
global consciousness. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about the 21st December meditation? Where is it, and timings like that?
Sure.
Mhm.
So December 21st, we are doing it in Irving. In Dallas, we are doing it in Irving. It's a hall there called SLPS. We are looking at 1,500 people to come there in person and meditate. It'll start at around 9 to around 5. But the synchronous all states, 50 states, and across globe, we are planning to start that meditation at around 10. sharp, 10 to 11, where all 50 states, be it North Dakota, South Dakota, or Hawaii, Alaska, everybody, we want all the states to come together and meditate between 10 to 11 across the globe as well. Australia, India. I think we have registrations also already from Australia, India, everywhere else. So we are trying to bring all of them together, and then having that synchronous meeting. We will have few other leaders coming in from India as well. Archanadi, I'm not sure if you have any heard. She's one of the spiritual gurus from northern part of India, from Delhi and elsewhere. So she's also coming in person. We will have some dignitaries coming in, and we are trying to get in as many young generation people, the college students, into this mix, because they are the torch bearers. End of the day, they need to. It takes about 10 years to build the next generation, and this is again one of the steps that we are taking to make sure that we can do for next 8 9 years, so that the next generation takes the metal away from us and starts building on it. Otherwise, we don't want this to end with us. We want this to go and spread more. So that's the idea on December 21st, which is a Sunday,
Hmm.
luckily. Next
Yes.
year it may not be, but this year it is a Sunday. So it's very, very important.